It's Week 12 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Texans and the Dolphins. Coming up next.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you've got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, a man of many, many talents. It's Rawson Marshall Thurber.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
The Texans at 4 and 6 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing the best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up a throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a third and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it up, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 41.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And Pierce gets it again on second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Pierce will try to pick it up. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. First and 10, it's Pierce.
Oh, look at the juke.
49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10.
And he fires one incomplete. So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Now back to throw, and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. He made his first attempt, this from 45.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
And still in the first half here, a long way to go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards. So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
To his throw here, going to be caught by Wilson.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
On second down, this is Edmonds.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Tua on 4th down. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 6-0 our score after one. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Alec Ingold, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from taking the lead. And boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it right around the goal line. Now the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner? Always seems to get here quickly. And coming up tonight, we wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow night, we wrap up Cyber Monday with the Steelers and Colts from Indianapolis. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that.
To a hit, and the ball is out. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Miami set to take over.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
And the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
On play action, here's Tua. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Downfield.
Liam Eichenberg, second-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party.
Still first down.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Open man is Waddle, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. Looking to pass, Tua. Open man downfield is Hill. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31. A run with Mostert up the middle. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Mostert. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Trying to give it to the first man through on 3rd and goal, denied.
Yeah, how about how they sold out on that play? Just decided, we know what you're going to do. You're going to bring it at us in a running game. And they had everyone tracking the football. Didn't let him through.
So 4th down, Tua departs, and on is Jason Sanders and the Dolphin field goal unit. Sanders' kick is good, and that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So here are the Texans to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go again with Pierce. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A run for Pierce out of the gun. Oh, good move. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 75 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. The Texans on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Pierce now up the middle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the...
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. The 40. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it will make this a 4-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Then you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
Well, we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize. Put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. That's underneath to Pierce. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, out is the punter Cameron Johnston to boot it away. Here's Hill on the return. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. Wilson's got it complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But it certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They hand it off to Mostert. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his throw here's incomplete. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now Tua. Going to throw right side here, complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
Here's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talked about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it's in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. But Houston's offense taking over again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll complete this one to Collins. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Give to Pierce. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 108 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this is most definitely the guy you want running the football when you need the tough yards on third down. And he moves the chains and then some as he shakes off that first contact. And as they said in the 70s, he just keeps right on trucking.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Emmanuel Ogbah, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Collins complete. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 2nd down, Mostert nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he slings one that's incomplete. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for Houston. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. to end. The Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Draw play, Edmonds able to slither by. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Flush to his right. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run the draw with Mostert. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Tua going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Chase Edmonds from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out comes Houston.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. Dancing to his left. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick 6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick 6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Houston set to take over. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And for a while when this place opened, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 19. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball-hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert.
About 3 yards there to the 27. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
To his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle.
This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 2nd and 5 now. Tua. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know, if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Texans offense set to regain possession. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Back to throw again. That's underneath to Pierce. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. He's got Jordan complete right side. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high.